So, checken wir den zweiten Teil. Private Tour of Billionaire's Secret Animal Sanctuary in India von Forrest Galanti. Der hat einfach 2,26 Millionen Abonnenten und das Video 8,7 Millionen Aufrufe. Krank, oder? Welcome to our Vantara Tour Part 2. Na, dann schauen wir mal.
An exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of the world's largest animal sanctuary. There are tigers all around me. Welcome home. There he is. Owned by billionaire Anand Ambani. This facility has saved over 500,000 animals with no plans of stopping. My camera team and I are the first team in history that have ever been allowed to film here, and today I'm taking you on an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of a billionaire's private rescue and rehab,
Alles klar, Kai.
Vantara,
Mach's
India.
gut.
And in a facility so big, there's no better place to start than a tiger safari. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh God, here he comes. Hi, hi, hi. Wow. Hi. Hello. Oh my God. Hi, look here. Oh God, I feel like bait. So look at how unbelievably cool this is. I am in this custom fabricated cage with these unbelievable massive tigers, 5 tigers roaming around me. And it's not just because I want to get close to the tigers, it's because these animals have come from a life of captivity and they're used to being hand-fed. But in an effort to make these animals wild tigers once again and keep them comfortable, here at Vantara, we're hand-feeding them out in a giant 10-acre paddock where they can act like tigers. They can go swimming, they can forage, they can hunt. But because they're used to being fed and they're used to being around people, the right thing to do, the responsible thing to do, is keep them comfortable and feed them meat like this until they're capable of going out and hunting it down on their own without getting so habituated to being fed in the same location every day. But for now, it's like I'm bait in the craziest tiger shark cage dive of my life.
Komplett wahnsinnig.
Whoa,
Richtig
he can get
geil.
his whole paw through there. Look at that. Ah! Oh, he's totally hunting. Whoa, look at that. Hello. Look at you. Hello, big kitty. You're a scary cat, aren't you? I feel so lucky that in my life I've gotten to experience so many incredible wild things and wild creatures. And here, getting to connect so intimately with these tigers where I'm the one on display, I'm the thing that's acting as bait, I'm the creature in a cage, and the tigers are out in the open in this wild 10-acre paddock where they get to roam around and be wild
Das
tigers.
ist schön viel
It's such a
Platz, ja.
treat. It's one of the coolest experiences ever. Look at this, I got a tiger right here roaming around me, a tiger out there in the lake, and this guy in this crazy perspective. This would be the last thing that you would ever see if you were to be attacked by a tiger looming over you like that as he attempts to eat you. I mean, that is a perspective that no one gets to see. That is so insane. But that's nothing compared to the other experiences I'm going to be having in this video. And first, let's introduce some rescued penguins to their brand new enclosure. Big day here at Vantara because the penguins have finally arrived. 7 beautiful Humboldt penguins rescued from Dubai. Yeah, guys, everybody's come out to see them. It's really exciting because there have never before been penguins here at Vantara. So no
Rescued from Dubai. Das müsst ihr euch mal überlegen, wo der die Tiere überall herholt. Also der Milliardär da. Verrückt, oder? Der rettet praktisch weltweit Tiere, um ihn dann dort das bestmögliche Leben in Gefangenschaft halt zu bieten.
Nobody's even seen them yet except for the rescue team, and going inside, releasing these guys into their brand new forever home where they are going to live out their days in real conditions, in icy cold water, a giant refrigerator for a home, and of course salt marine environment which they require is going to be so awesome. So you guys ready? Everybody ready? Okay, here we go. Everybody's very excited. All right, come on, little guy. Here we go. Hello, welcome home. There he is. Woohoo! Yes, look at that. Everybody is so excited. The first penguin to arrive into its new home. He's going to check out the waterfall. I'm hoping he's going to hop in the water, and while he does that, let's bring more boxes. Okay, more penguins. There you go, come on out. There you go. I keep releasing the penguins one by one, and with each new penguin, they all feel a little bit more at home. So here we go, the very last of 7 Humboldt penguins heading out into his new home. Go on, buddy. Go on, it's okay. And look at that. There
Wie
he
cool die
goes,
einfach laufen.
heading off to join his friends. Potentially the first time in his life getting
Sag mal, Nils, in welchem Zoo arbeitest du eigentlich, wenn du das schreiben möchtest?
to see proper chilled salt water in a proper enclosure where they can be happy. And let's see. Yep, straight into it, just like typical penguins, straight into feeding, happy as can be. And what an amazing story it is to see these guys go through what they've been through and come here and have this entire thing built for them in under a week. And now, just like that, they're playing, they're feeding, and they are happy.
Now it's time to risk it all in the name of animal enrichment.
You know, I've dedicated my life to conservation and animals, and today, putting that life on the line. It's all about behavioral enrichment here, and I want to make sure that these animals are as enriched as they can get. So, what I'm going to do is make myself the behavioral enrichment. Might not be the safest thing we've ever done. It's an interesting test. If it's good for the animals, it's good for everybody. Kyle, come on in here. Mitch, you too. Here's what I need you guys to do. Take this honey, put it on me, on my shirt, smear it all over the shirt, and then take those nuts, stick it on. We'll see how this goes.
All right.
Wow.
I
Okay.
don't think we needed that much.
Why not?
That's right. Why not?
Why not?
You sure you want to do this, dude? This does not seem like a good idea.
We're gonna try it. Why are you adding more honey? Okay. You guys clear? You in a safe spot? Okay, my Tosh. Release the beasts. So these are not beasts. These are ringtail lemurs that have come from Madagascar, and sadly, they've been rescued from all over the planet for
Sehr geil. Nils, schreib mir mal auf irgendeiner Plattform kurz eine Nachricht. Ich habe da mal die eine oder andere Frage an dich und wir stellen mal die Kamera kurz ein bisschen anders ein. So. Lemuren sind schon richtig geil. Aber ich bin auch mehr der Wildpark-Typ als Zoo. Also Zoo ist auch nicht so meine Welt. Aber Hessen ist ja zum Glück nicht weit weg von uns.
this exact reason. People think that they're adorable and that they're cute and that they make good pets, and they do not. So they get smuggled out of Madagascar, they get captively bred, and right here, they've created a rescue troop of animals from across the planet. And we thought, because most of them have been hand-raised, it would be fun to make ourselves a little bit of behavioral enrichment and let them come and jump all over us, lick some honey, eat some raisins, and have fun, because sadly, these animals can never go back into the wild. This is their life. So look at this. This is iconic of bad husbandry. This lemur here is missing an ear, and back here missing most of his tail, and you can be sure that's from just poor practices, really, of keeping them, and why these animals shouldn't be in captivity. All right, so now that we've done the lemur bodysuit, I'm gonna grab a quick shower. Let's go check out some other really cool animals.
Let's meet a baby jaguar who's been faced with a world of adversity.
So Forrest, I want to show you something which actually involves a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a really dark side of what wildlife trade is doing to this world.
Oh, it's a baby jaguar. She has pain and suffering?
Yes, her name is Gracia.
Hi, Gracie. Oh my God.
You notice something?
Not really.
She's not able to move the hind limbs. That's why she's so calm. Can you believe a jaguar in this big area would stay in front of you?
No, I assumed she was an orphan or hand-raised or something. Wait, so
So-
her back legs are paralyzed?
Not paralyzed, it's known as, let's say, hip dysplasia.
Okay.
So a lot of inbred animals has this problem.
So this
their
is from
socket
cattle.
joints are all infused. And with the growing age, it's becoming still.
That must be incredibly painful.
It's very bad, but she's a really sweetheart. At this age, a jaguar should explore all the areas around, and they should have played a lot. But with this condition for her, it's very tough. She's a baby, she wants to explore everything.
Yeah.
So this whole area is designed for her. You see, we have not given any heighted enrichments.
There's nothing to
Everything
climb.
is
yeah.
bushy, everything is on ground. So at least she could move, she could play with. And she loves grasses a lot.
I see that.
So, yeah, a lot of grasses have been planted for her.
And do you think that she's in? Oh, Oh God, that's really
good.
hard to look at. Is there anything that could be done for her?
We are trying whatever best we can do
Oh
for
God,
her.
look at that. That's terrible.
All latest technologies, all the scans, all my veterinarian teams, our biologist team, we're giving her enrichments every day where she's on constant medication also.
Yeah, you can see, look at the bridge of the nose, like it's so fat, you know?
It's very fat. Let's say it's very tough for them to inhale and exhale as well.
Yeah, a very clear inbreeding. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What does her future actually look like?
I don't know, but our major focus is to let her survive, and we want to see her back on the four legs, how a cat should walk.
Let me ask you this then. It's a hard question, especially when you're seeing such a beautiful little animal, but is it worth keeping her alive? Is her quality of life worth it?
Yes, there's definitely something. God has sent her on earth. There's something living inside her, and we are trying everything best possible to make her life better.
So you do honestly feel like the right thing to do is try everything to keep her alive?
This is our child.
Yeah.
We are doing all the way possible to make her life far, far better than this condition.
You're still a big cat, aren't you? You're still such a big kitty.
Naman brought me to meet Gracia today. What's so sad about Gracia is that the captive facility that bred her mother likely bred it with her mother's brother. So that genetic inbreeding has created this hip dysplasia that is not only sad to see in Gracia, but creates an immense amount of pain. That pain leads to an ethical conversation that Naman and I had about quality of life. And is it worth keeping this animal alive, given how beautiful it is, but also given that it's in such immense amounts of pain? Should it be euthanized? Should it be put down instead of enabled to live longer? And Naman said something that really resonated with me as a parent, which was, imagine if this was your child, what would you do? You'd do everything you could to make its life better and keep it alive. And that's what they're doing here. And it's an amazing thing to see, but it doesn't take away how sad of a situation it is for Gracia. But it is beautiful. She is beautiful.
Vantara has hopes they can keep Gracia alive until she is fully grown. Only then can they attempt a dual hip transplant to give her working hip joints and hopefully restore her ability to walk. But for now, let's shift gears and celebrate, because today we're introducing 4 baby black bears to their first real enclosure.
This is so exciting because here at Vantara, they change and constantly reconstruct the paddocks to keep the animals engaged and entertained. And today, after how many weeks?
About 4 weeks.
4 weeks of work. They have built this unbelievable bear playground.
Also, Bären, Bären, das ist, irgendwann mal möchte ich mal mit so einem Bären, so ein Rettungsbär, der halt jetzt nicht unbedingt mich als sein Abendessen ansieht, einfach mal interagieren. Bären sind ja einfach nur geil. Ich liebe Bären. Das ist irgendwie, weiß nicht warum, aber Bären haben es mir angetan.
That is just for these 4 rescue baby Asiatic black bears. So look at how adorable these guys are. Come in here, say hi to them. Hi, little sweeties. Hi, look how cute they are. These are 4 of the cutest, most lovely little teddy bears you've ever seen, little rescues. And in the next 10 seconds, they're gonna head out of their enclosure and explore this whole new area with tree houses, logs, fresh grass, a waterfall, all things that they've never had before. And it's so exciting if you're a little black bear. Isn't it just so exciting? Okay, let's back out. Here we go. We're gonna let them out. We'll count it down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let them out. All right, come on. Come. Look. Oh my goodness. Look, they're such little floof balls. They are so cute. Oh, they found the watermelons. What's so cool, listen to these noises.
That's the num-num noises that they make. So whenever they get busy, so whenever they're drinking milk or very busy enjoying their food, they make this kind of noise.
That's the num-num.
Num-num noise.
Num. One of the things that you guys do at Vantara that I
Nils,
find
hast
so
du mir
interesting
geschrieben?
is every 3 to 6 months, you'll completely redesign the interior of an enclosure.
Yeah.
So this is all brand new.
This is all brand new, and I think in
ja,
about 4
perfekt.
months, when these guys, grow up a little bit, we're going to be changing them again. So because their size changes, their weight changes, and their needs change.
Sure.
So while we are observing them, we find out, like what exactly do they need, what are they using, what are they not using.
Yep.
And then we plan the next set of, like structural enrichments like that. So the next set that is going to come in is going to be much more curated to their particular individual needs. And this is something that I want them to kind of, explore that way.
Is this the first time they've been in a big paddock?
Yes.
This is the first time these 4 little Asiatic black bears have been out in a big enclosure.
Yeah.
As they grow over the next 4 months, they'll put them back, put them there for maybe another week or 2, tear all this down and rebuild it.
Rebuild it, exactly.
But what is the craziest about that, correct me if I'm wrong, come look, there's nuts for you too. Oh, yes, 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 yes. The craziest thing about that is, if that's not enough, once a year, you'll then rotate them to an entirely new enclosure. Yeah.
So new smells, new kind of area, because if you know, in the wild, bears keep walking.
Yeah.
They don't have very, solid
like a territory.
Areas. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it also gives them a nice window to kind of explore other areas also. And the scents, I mean, like for example, we'll move them to a place where it has a scent of another bear. So they're going to be exploring, they're going to be trying to find out what that smell, belongs to.
Yep.
And that's also sort of enrichment for them. It's like a new, fresh beginning.
Look at this. It's just a pile of baby bears living their best life here, and it's just such fun. I mean, this is the best life if you're a little bear. Look at this. I didn't even see this one here. I got a little fluff ball by my knees. Hello. There's just bears everywhere. Little teddy bears everywhere. It's just so freaking cute, and they're just such awesome, exciting little animals. And now they get to grow up not in a cage with a concrete floor with a miserable life, but socialized with a group of others living in an area with tree houses. 4 months, when they outgrow this style of life, this will get changed, and then after another 6 or 9 months, they'll
Habt ihr Bären bei euch, Nils?
move into another paddock, and their life will continue like that so that there's constant enrichment. It's just great. It's like for each stage of their life, you guys build something to keep them happy.
Exactly.
No zoo, no collection does this. You usually get an animal, you stick in an enclosure, sure, maybe you make improvements, but here, you customize the enclosure for each stage of life for the animal, and you move them from enclosure to another to keep it stimulating, keep it like a new environment, keep it like a new part of their life.
They always have something to look forward here.
Hi, where are you going? Hello, little bear. You're a little bear.
Now it's time to interact with some of the cutest and weirdest animals that roam the planet. But before we get there, I couldn't resist making a quick stop at what might just be the world's only weight loss retreat for crocodiles.
Ajay, what's the matter with you? Why are you feeding these now crocodiles so much? Look at how fat this thing is.
He is quite a fat guy, but that's because these guys all were rescued from a crocodile farming situation in Africa.
Ach du
Well, not
Scheiße.
just that though, they're from skin farms, right?
Correct.
The fatter you make a crocodile, the more skin it has, the more bang for your buck. People always say that saltwater crocodiles are the deadliest crocodile. I think these are much worse.
That's really true because they have a lot more access to be deadly than salt.
Ja, also ich weiß nicht, aber Nilkrokodil finde ich auch irgendwie beängstigender als Salzwasser. Also die Salties, die sind einfach, ja, vom Temperament her nicht ganz so übel.
Exactly right. And the fact that they've literally evolved for millions of years to eat large mammals and not fish, these things are targeting us. Aside from how dangerous he is, and quite frankly how dangerous this is sitting here, they're way too fat.
Yeah.
You know this.
So we have these guys on a very, very strict diet plan. His food is actually very strictly rationed and monitored. So he's putting away less than a couple of kilos a week.
I eat more than that.
He eats less than that in a week, and what we do to get them a little bit of exercise periodically is also have them swim up and down for their food. So we feed them one bit over there and then call them out to the other end. So we make them work for whatever little bit it is they're eating, so they slowly burn off all the extra weight.
So what you're saying is it's fat camp for crocs?
More or less. More or less.
It's crocodile fat camp over here. I love it. I don't want people watching this to be fooled. Just because it's fat doesn't mean it's
Keinerlei
not dangerous,
Raubtiere.
right?
Das ist schade eigentlich, gell?
The more dangerous,
they are at the end of the day. This guy is certainly big enough to.
But when you think of, things that are really, really obese, you think of limited
Aber dann
mobility.
Rehe und Sauen und sowas,
Let's go
oder?
over here. Come over here, guys. Look at these two females
Alter.
over here.
Ach du Kacke.
Do you mind if I steal this?
Absolutely.
Let's go over here. Come over here, guys. Look at these.
Allein das Bein, ey. Also diese Linie von hier nach hier sollte irgendwo hier verlaufen. So. Brutal. Auch hier, das sieht man, der hat schon ein bisschen was abgenommen, beziehungsweise sie. Aber auch hier, boah, alter Latz. Ja, Huftiere sind auch geil. Ganz klar.
Two females over here. In my opinion, tell me what you think. As far as body ratio goes, she is even fatter than he is.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, these animals are obese, and I think it's awesome that you're doing everything you can to get them back to being healthy, fit, active crocodiles. Well, this is great, Ajay. Thanks for showing me this. Thanks for putting these crocs on a diet.
Absolutely. We like to have them this way, and if you like these guys, you should see what we have lined up for you to do next.
Ooh, sounds good to me. Bye, big girl, you big fatty.
What you're about to witness is beyond rare. In fact, it's the only one of its kind ever recorded. But just as we're on our way to see this extraordinary creature, we stop once again for an unexpected, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
So this is extremely exciting. Come, girl, because after spending a couple weeks here working with Dr. Adrian, my good buddy Dean here showed up.
Hello, hello.
If you don't know Dean, he's a wildlife conservationist who has an incredible bond with animals. He currently takes care of and lives among a pride of lions at his sanctuary in South Africa.
He's here to work with some of the cats, as are we, so I'm very lucky I get to bring this beautiful mama and her 5 cubs out here and give them a feeding, simulating how it would go in the wild. Look at the little puffballs coming behind you, Dean. How cool are they?
Oh my goodness.
So we'll just bring this whole goat carcass right there and let mama go to town on it. But you see just how happy and conditioned these guys are.
That is unbelievable,
So
man.
cool. What I find so amazing about this breeding program is the future of Indian cheetah conservation. What these guys, I've learned, are being conditioned for is this climate, these microbiomes in their stomach, and just getting ready for India. So these 4 right here and their little sibling, there's 5 babies here, could actually be the future of cheetah rewilding in India and the first successful generation to come back in over 100 years.
Wow.
Geil.
Is that the first litter of her?
This is her first litter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are her first set of cubs. And she came as a rescue here to Vantara, made it here, and now this is the first generation of cheetahs born here at Vantara, and likely them, but I would say almost 100% their offspring will end up being rewilded.
So is it true that if you want to rewild their offspring, then you'll limit or eliminate 100% of human contact?
Close, it's a balance. So one thing that we've learned in rewilding programs, especially with big cats, is you don't want them to be so scared of people that you can never observe them, but you don't want them to be so habituated that they come to people. So it's really a delicate balance. At this age and size, it's okay to be close, but as time goes on, we'll sort of wean them off of attention and get them to a relative level of comfort. Oh, I know, how cute are they?
Unbelievable.
But not conditioned to come to people. So that's what the team here at Vantara are working towards.
Boah, das stelle ich mir echt schwer vor, dass du da praktisch sagst, okay, gut, in jungen Jahren arbeitest du noch mit den Tieren, aber dann immer weniger, bis sie dann ausgewildert werden können. Ich glaube, da die Balance zu finden, ist schon schwierig. Weiß ich jetzt nicht. Ich habe vielleicht, das wisst ihr ja noch gar nicht. Das können wir jetzt hier mal droppen. Ich habe vielleicht die Möglichkeit, bei einer Wiederauswilderung von einem Greifvogel das ganze videografisch zu begleiten. Also wir gehen auf jeden Fall in die Station und drehen da ein Video oder 2. Wahrscheinlich 2-Teiler. Aber wenn wir Glück haben, können wir einen Vogel, der praktisch eine Verletzung hatte und dann gepflegt wurde in der Station und so weiter, die Wiederauswilderung begleiten. Das wäre natürlich mega geil. Und der René, hey, der Verrückte, der gibt mir ein Kameraset, weil er es nicht mehr benötigt. Mit diesem Kameraset kann ich Videos machen. Es ist nicht die neueste Kamera oder so, aber es ist eine mega gute Kamera. Es ist enorm viel Zubehör dabei, richtig geile Objektive und. Und nimmt trotzdem auf in HD und 4K. Ich glaube, 4K kann sie auch, HD auf jeden Fall. Und da können wir so geisteskranke Videos machen. Und wenn ich Glück habe, kriege ich zum Geburtstag noch einen guten Teil oder vielleicht sogar die Kamera. Ein Teil zu der Kamera dazu. Dann können wir richtig verrückte Videos machen. Dann geht's richtig ab. Dann brauche ich auch nicht mehr viel an Technik. Dann haben wir's. Dann werden die Videos auch für euch qualitativ weitaus hochwertiger. Ja, die Preise sind geisteskrank, Alter. Geisteskrank, wirklich.
I'm just so lucky that I've been able to come and work with these little fuzzballs. I mean, it's a dream come true for me.
Amazing. And it's crazy how cool the mother is with us being in the environment.
Totally. And this is trust. This is trust that the keepers
100%.
here have built with her. And I've been coming to see her every day for about 2 weeks now. So I've developed this level of trust. It's just the most magical
Especially a
thing.
mother and her cubs, no matter what species, is always a very sensitive topic. And if you look at this setup here, especially during feeding session, right, to be able to be that close, I mean, I guess I'm one of the only one who can do that with my lions in South Africa, but seeing this amount of trust being built here in Vantara is absolutely insane.
It's been a fantastic, It's been a fantastic experience to share this here with Dean. And Mama says, hey, back off, we're gonna eat. So we're gonna do that, we're gonna let her be. Buddy, thank you, man.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Now it's time to meet the genetic marvel and world's only
Das ist so geil.
okapi. But getting close is not gonna be easy, as he doesn't like strangers very much.
Mishu, just give me a little space, just lens in. Hey, Mizu. Almost. Mishu, look. Hi.
Die
Nope.
sehen auch so wild aus, die Tiere.
Look at this. This is not working.
I'm trying to feed him all of his favorite foods, and it's just not working. Luckily, one of his keepers has an idea.
For the last 20 minutes, I've been trying to get close to Mizu, the world's only leucistic okapi, to show how incredibly special it is. And the keeper here is suggesting that it's the dress code. He's used to a certain dress code as performed by his keepers. So I'm gonna put on his sweatshirt. All right, take 400.
I start approaching at a pace that a normal keeper would.
Mizu, what's this, buddy?
Mizu already looks a little less tense than before.
I cannot believe that worked. That's insane. Look at how crazy this is. This is literally the rarest of rare creatures here.
Ja, also da
The
definitiv,
world's only lucid.
weil du es gerade geschrieben hast, Big Shoutouts hier an René, das geisteskrank, das Kameraset. Bin richtig hyped. Und wie gesagt, wenn es zum Geburtstag noch was wird, wäre natürlich auch noch kranker, weil dann 2 Kameras und so weiter, dann fehlt im Prinzip nur noch ein Gimbal und eine Drohne und dann können wir richtig abliefern. Also die Technik ist da zum Abliefern. Ob wir es können, ist dann noch die andere Frage, aber das kriegen wir schon hin.
Leucistic okapi named Mizu, which is Swahili for ghost. There is nothing more rare at this entire facility, and arguably no creature more rare on Earth than this right here, the world's only leucistic okapi. It's an unbelievable looking thing. Okapis already don't look real. They look like animals that have been made up, drawn by a child with their waxy coat and their giant ears and their funny horns. And this one, being leucistic, it really does look like a ghost. What's so cool is we're sort of in the back corner of this enclosure for Mizu, the young male here, but he's got a big, beautiful female over there in this huge acre-wide paddock that he gets to grow up in, which when coming from a super congested private collection in the UAE to this is unbelievable. Getting to see this leucistic okapi, this creature that is so otherworldly, is, I mean, it is truly an unbelievable thing. And just like a ghost, that's it. That's as much as he's gonna give us, but wow. That is honestly the most beautiful animal I think I've ever seen. Bye, buddy.
And now,
Ich wollte eigentlich kurz...
Bye, buddy.
So, einmal screenshotten.
And after seeing one of, if
Ja,
not
dann
the
geht's richtig
rarest
runter,
animal
da.
on the entire planet, I promise you, you've never seen anything like what's coming up next.
Also jetzt haben wir aktuell das S. 25 Ultra. Das nimmt auch schon in 4K auf, aber ich habe noch das, was ist mein aktuelles Handy, das Huawei T15 mit, ich glaube, 3 Leica-Cams drin. Das macht schon mega gut. Also der Podcast zum Beispiel ist auch mit dem Handy aufgenommen und den musste ich runterskalieren, damit ich ihn überhaupt auf YouTube hochladen kann. Dann haben wir die Nikon D600, wenn die von René da ist, mit den Objektiven dazu. Dann haben wir eine GoPro Hero 7, glaube ich. Also als Bodycam. Ja, dann haben wir die Stative jetzt halt so für die Handys. Die Objektive halt für die D600. Dann die Anchorworks Mikros, damit wir halt den richtigen Sound haben, den wir auch mit der D600 anschließen können. Und was haben wir noch an Technik? Ja gut, das Setup jetzt hier, aber das ist nicht mobil. Ein Blitz, ein Fernauslöser für die D600. Reisekoffer und so ist alles mit dabei. Ja, solche Sachen halt. Und wie gesagt, wenn wir dann noch, wenn das mit dem Geburtstag vielleicht hinhaut, meine Family, die hat da gerade irgendwie Bock zusammenzulegen, für meinen Geburtstag mit einer, also zumindest habe ich so den Eindruck gehabt, wo ich am Samstag bei meiner Leute war und Oma da war, eine Sony ZV-E10, so eine Vlogging-Kamera, die aber auch richtig kranke Bilder macht. Übel guter Bildstabilisator und so, und die nimmt halt dauerhaft auf. Die D600 nimmt nur circa 11 bis 12 Minuten Clips in HD auf, weil die 4 GB Speicherlimit hat und dann neu klippt. Was aber nicht das Problem ist für Naturshots und so. Ja, und dann können wir im Prinzip, da ist noch so ein Akkugriff dabei für mehr Laufzeit und dass du es ein bisschen ruhiger heben kannst, aber das soll noch dann so ein Griff nach oben und ein Gimbal und so dazu. Ja, und dann wird es schon richtig verrückt. Also dann können wir schon echt coole Sachen machen. Und damit wollen wir dann auch in die Schwarzwald-Geschichte drehen mit dem Kamerasetup. Da fehlt jetzt noch eine Drohne, aber die bringt mein Kameramann mit, mein zweiter, weil wir gehen mit 2 Kameraleuten. Drohne und so weiter und so fort. Also wird schon cool. Ich hoffe, dass wir auch was Geiles vor die Linse kriegen.
Today at Vantara, we're going to be trying something really interesting. We're taking a look at these beautiful rescued South American tapirs that came all the way from meat markets in Venezuela. But these guys are young and they love to play.
Da vom Fleischmarkt in Venezuela. Völlig verrückt, oder?
And at dusk, they like to head out into their paddock and have a swim and have a romp around. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a dog harness on one of these juvenile tapirs and then let them out as they run out into their paddock to have a play and see if we can get a really unique look and perspective at giant tapir play. Hi, you beautiful little thing. Should we see if this is going to work? Well, that was easier than expected. You are much fatter than I realized. Okay, so that goes like that. And these have to go under the legs. Oh man, okay, hi. There we go, look at that. I did not know that was gonna be that easy. I thought we were gonna have a whole mountain of trouble trying to get you in this. But so far, so good. Now what's really cool, and most people don't know, is that these guys are closely related to rhinos. They're basically South America's version of a rhinoceros, which is crazy because if you think about eating a rhino, it seems like an absolutely insane proposition. But that's what happens to these guys. They're heavily hunted for meat markets, and that's why they've ended up all the way here in Vantara. And this is a whole herd of just beautiful, friendly babies that I adore. All right, I got one more strap, okay? Don't freak out, it's the belly strap. Don't freak out, hi. There we go, we got it. You're a tapir in a harness. I cannot believe this is working. So here we are looking down the barrel of a tapir. And in a few minutes, she is going to head out with all of her buddies to go have a swim and have a play. All right, you ready to go have some fun?
At first, our new little camera girl was hesitant to show all her friends her new tech. But with some reassuring pets from her handler, she mustered the courage to go out and play.
There she goes!
And she was definitely not scared of the water. She even left a little surprise for our camera team.
So here we are with all the baby tapirs, and they're heading out in the water, including our hilarious tapir vision camera as they're swimming around. Look at them all. Hey, Scruffy, here, have a banana. Oh, that didn't work. I don't think anybody has ever put a dog harness perfectly suited to a baby Brazilian tapir on it before, just to get this hilarious shot. But look at that. I believe that our tapir vision cameras were a success. I think that's the first time in history anybody's ever put a dog harness on a juvenile tapir, certainly in India. So I'm gonna start taking this off right now, and we'll be able to get our fun perspective. Now just chill out. No. He loves you guys. I swear she's got fatter because it's harder to get it off now than it was to get it on. Well, I think this has been a great success. So we'll head back, take a look at this footage, and call it a day.
No, you're not done.
We have 2 more GoPros you have to get.
What?
You're not done.
You gotta get those other 2.
I'm not getting those cameras.
Oh yeah?
You made us put them in there.
Look at the amount of poop in there. No way.
You wanted underwater shots, you gotta go get those.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't pooped in the water so much. All right, screw it. I'll do it. I'm not happy about this, though.
Tapirs poop almost exclusively in the water, and you can see here with the before and after how quickly they turn this crystal clear pool into a poop soup.
Oh, man.
Get.
Look at the size of these friggin' nuggets that I'm in here. Oh,
Ja,
swimming
pfui.
with.
Teil, Alter. Na, pfui, Kuckuck.
Oh, it smells so bad. Okay, I'm going for it. Ready? 3,
Don't do
2,
it.
1.
Ugh.
I didn't need to go all the way under. Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. I was so caught up in the moment. I don't know why I did. Why did I do that? I wasn't even thinking. There's literal feces in my eyes. All right, I think we're done for today.
Alter. Komplett verrückt. Aber was ich geil finde, ist, wie gesagt, dass sie halt diesen Zoo so aufgebaut haben. Oder was heißt Zoo? Dieses Rescue Center. Ja. Der hat damit einige Videos gemacht. Hier, Privatzoo. Da war jetzt nochmal eins vorgeschlagen und so weiter und so fort. Also wenn ihr davon mehr sehen wollt, können wir das uns mal angucken. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir beenden für heute den Stream. Und das YouTube-Video auch. Ich mache das hier mal. So, ich brauche unbedingt noch so ein Gedöns hier. Warum ist das eigentlich so eine Scheißqualität? Egal, kümmere ich mich gleich drum. Auf jeden Fall wünsche ich euch einen schönen Abend. Wir sehen uns für YouTube zum nächsten Video wieder. Und ja, ich hoffe, ihr bleibt dran. Lasst mal ein bisschen Liebe da, bitte, für das 7 vs. Wild Video. Würde mich sehr freuen. Weil da sind sehr wenig Klicks drauf. Also, macht's gut, Leute. Wir sehen uns. Ciao, ciao.